Do me a favor. You see the young man standing up there in the flag stand? That young man has his own flag set, and he was sitting down here on the front row waving every single flag that our flagman waved. So we're going to give him a shot, and he's going to help our flagman with the POWRi Super Stock feature. Everybody give him a round of applause. Here we go. On the pole is going to be the 164 of Michael Muskrat, into his outside, the 53 of Danny O'Neill. Row number 2 is going to be the 2A of Ace O'Neill and the 56 of Mark Davis. Here we go, race fans. They're going to shut the lights off at the line. Our honorary flagman, our junior flagman, is going to drop the green flag for our first feature of the night. I need you fans to get loud when he drops the green flag. I need you to scream, clap, cheer for our junior flagman, because who knows? He might be the replacement flagman when Keith retires. So here we go, down into turn number 3. We're going to fill the work on in. Muskrat and O'Neill on that front row. They're going to hit the green cone. Ladies and gentlemen, green flag is in the air. Michael Muskrat going to lead them on down the back stretch, and into 3 they're going to go. Look at the young flagman. He's waving them, telling them, let's go, boys. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Down in a 1 and 2. Michael Muskrat going to lead them. Ace O'Neill, Danny O'Neill going to be door to door for that number 2 spot. Mark Davis going to be sitting back there in the number 4 spot as your race leader, the 164. Going to come out of turn 4. Going to have another lap in the books. Ace O'Neill going to get up into that number 2 spot. As Danny O'Neill going to shuffle back to 3rd. Mark Davis now down to the bottom side of Danny O'Neill. Here we go. Mark Davis going to get into that number 3 spot. Was trying to go for the daily double, but didn't get it. Michael Muskrat still your race leader. As Ace O'Neill holds on to 2nd. Mark Davis 3rd. Danny O'Neill might have a little bit of trouble as he's starting to fade back. But out front, it is all the 164 of Michael Muskrat. Well, Davis bobbles in 3 and 4, and he's going to park it. Yellow is out. Yellow is out for the 56 of Mark Davis. All right, so single file restart here. Michael Muskrat out front, Ace O'Neill 2nd, Danny O'Neill 3rd, Mark Davis bringing out the first caution of this feature race, and he's going to round out your field in 4th. Green flag is going to be up and out and in the air. Here we go. We're back to Super Stocks here at the mighty Midway. Down through 1 and 2, the field's going to go. Michael Muskrat still your race leader. Ace O'Neill holds on to 2nd, Mark Davis 3rd. Lap 7 just now getting started, and it is all Michael Muskrat. He's been in charge since the drop of green. He's led every lap, but Ace O'Neill is running a very good race, trying to run down that 164 machine. Here comes Mark Davis, cross sticks halfway home. As O'Neill starting to, Ace O'Neill starting to close the distance on the 164 of Michael Muskrat, you might have a battle for the race lead coming up here shortly as we're going to go down to the 1 and 2. Danny O'Neill has got some power issues on that 53 machine because he is just off the power. But here comes the 2A. Ace O'Neill on the attack, on the hunt, and on the prowls. They're going to go down the front stretch and into 1 and 2. And here we go. The drive is on. Here comes the battle for the race lead as they're going to come out of turn 4. Ace O'Neill to the back bumper of Michael Muskrat. Muskrat's going to have to hold on, play some defense. Here we go. He's to the back tire. Look at the drag race down the line. Into 3, they're going to go. Michael Muskrat, you got a race on your hands out of turn 4. You got a new race leader, the 2A of Ace O'Neill. Ace O'Neill's got his line picked out down on the bottom side. He's going to secure his spot in that number 1 position in front of the 164. Michael Muskrat. Mark Davis going to be sitting in 3rd. And Danny O'Neill 4th. Muskrat going to go right to the back bumper. Oh, Davis. Mark Davis almost bobbled it. A little bit of bumping and banging here as they come out of turn 4. White flag, 1 to go. Muskrat drives it down hard. Who's it going to be coming to the checkered, ladies and gentlemen? The line by a bumper, the 164 of Michael Muskrat takes the checkered. Ace O'Neill 2nd, Mark Davis 3rd. Wow. The 164 of Michael Muskrat, literally by inches, takes home the payday tonight. That was an awesome race. Race fans, you're going to have to make some noise when he gets out of that car. Ace O'Neill telling him, good job, bud. That was fun. Ladies and gentlemen, your POWRi Super Stock feature winner as he climbs out of that 164 machine. On a final turn pass, Michael Muskrat. All right, race fans, that wraps up feature number 1. Here comes feature number 2, your Midwest Modifieds. On the pole is going to be the 7G of William Garner, and to his outside, the 8K of Tyler Cadunston. Row number 2 is going to be the 83 of Ben Newell and the 34C of Jake Carter. Row 3, you got the 7 of Garrett Parker and the 7C of Derek Cook. Row 4, the K1 of Luke Aiken and the 84 of Dayton Newell. Row 5, going to be the 25J of Ryan Hargis and the 15R of Oakley Ragland. Row number 6, going to be the 17 of Logan Rourke and the 65 Junior of Carter Jackson. Row 7, going to be the 16A of Shannon Geller and the 28D of Dylan Dampier. On the inside of row number 8, going to be the 27 of Terry Williams and his outside, the 14 of John Newell. Row 9, you got the 87 of Aaron Odell and the 75 of Colby Lathrop. And your 10th and final row, going to be the 6 of Corey Henson and the 44R of Randall Cushing. So they're going to roll in the moisture laid down by track owner Clint Gann. And then we're going to stack them and pack them bumper to bumper, door to door. Here for your POWRi Midwest Modified feature event. 15 laps the distance. Never mind. I was about to say you can't park there, but he got moving again. Hey, Daniel, you know that hat works better if you wear it forward? Like the bill don't block no dust when it's sitting over your ear. Oh, I'm number 1? You're so sweet. Here we go, 1 to go from the starter stand. Hey, look, he put his hat on straight. 15 laps the distance for your POWRi Midwest Modifieds. Down into turn number 3, they're going to go. Garner on that front row with Cadunston to his outside. Green flag is in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Oh, a lot of bumping and banging down through there, but everybody's going to make it through clean and clear. We got green flag still in the air as we come out of turn 4. It is Tyler Cadunston, your race leader. William Garner, Jake Carter, your top 3, followed in by Ben Newell. Now Dayton Newell going to battle Derek Cook for that number 5 spot. Tyler Cadunston all by himself like the chess club president on prom night as he's going to be out front on the top shelf. William Garner going to be sitting there in second. Oh, Carter Jackson got off the power. Now he's back on the power. Looks like everybody up in the front is going to go to the top shelf. Tyler Cadunston going to lead them through 3 and 4. Garner, Carter, Newell, and Cook going to follow. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. The 65 Junior of Carter Jackson going to bring out the first caution of this feature. So Oakley Ragland is stopped at the top of 1 and 2. Not sure if he's got problems or if he's trying to point out some debris or what. Tyler Cadunston, your race leader. William Garner, Jake Carter, top 3. Ben Newell, Derek Cook, your top 5. Followed in by Dayton Newell, Garrett Parker, Luke Aiken, Ryan Hargis, Logan Ruark, Shannon Geller, Dylan Dampier, Terry Williams, John Newell, Corey Henson, Aaron Odell, Randall Cushing, Colby Lathrop, and Carter Jackson. So I do believe Oakley Ragland has trouble with his car. He's over there kind of at the top of turn 3 in the hot pit area somewhat, sort of. It's not really the hot pit, but so we're going to get everybody lined out in the correct starting positions, and then we're going to go green flag racing again. Delaware double file restart. Tyler Cadunston going to be on that front row all by his lonesome. William Garner going to pick the top shelf. That's going to put the 34C at Jake Carter down on the bottom side. Derek Cook, Ben Newell going to be your top 5 rounding out, with Dayton Newell, the odd man out, looking in, sitting in 6th. Here we go into 3, coming out of turn number 4. The lights are down. Green flag is back up and out and in the air. We're going to hustle on down on 1 and 2. Oh, again, a lot of bumping. Oh, look out. John Newell, Dylan Dampier get together. Yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. So Dylan Dampier and John Newell kind of got a little combobulated together. They're in 1 and 2 on that restart. John Newell is able to move. Dylan Dampier is able to move. So we are gonna single file restart as they go down through 3 and 4. Green flag is going to be up and out and in the air. We're back to racing. 4. As Dayton Newell now up into that number 5 4 spot, trying to make a run on 3rd. And Newell going to have the number 3 spot in front of Jake Carter. Down to turn 4, it is still the 8K Power Canoes. Uh-oh, Geller and Cushing getting together. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow is out, yellow is out, yellow is out. Dylan Dampier, Randall Cushing getting together over there in 3, or coming out of turn 2. All right, so we're gonna. All right, we're going to try this one more again. Single file restart. Tyler Knutston out front. William Garner, Jake Carter, top 3. Dayton Newell, Ben Newell, top 5. Derek Cook sitting in 6th. Down the back stretch and into turn 3. We're going to go out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. Here we go. First half of the field is clean through 1 and 2. Here comes the last half. They're going to be clean through 1 and 2. Going to cross the strike. Your race leader, the 8K, and Tyler Knutston out front. William Garner second, Jake Carter third, but he's got the 84 and Dayton Newell down to the bottom side. 3 wide for second. As they come out of turn 4, who's going to be second? It's going to be William Garner, Jake Carter third. Carter's finally got something cooking on the top side. A little bit of speed, momentum coming to him. 3 wide again for second between Newell, Garner, Carter. Carter takes over second. Newell into third. Garner shuffles back into 4th. Ben Newell going to hold on to that number 5 spot. Logan Rourke now up to 6th. But out front, it is all Tyler Knutston in that 8K. Yellow is out. Hey, Colby, that's not your door. Colby, we need that door back. Colby Lathrop kind of bobbled it going into 1 and 2. The 7 of William Garner had literally nowhere to go, and he just kind of hit the backside of Colby Lathrop, and Lathrop decided to steal the door. Said, hey, you're going to hit me, I'm going to take your door. So he's over there at the top of turn 3, safety crew getting the door taken off the backside of the 75 machine. Now William Garner stopping on the backstretch. Looks like Garrett Parker's over there on the top of turn 3 as well. All right, so we're getting these cars lined up in the correct starting positions after the little incident between Garner and Lathrop. William Garner still over there on the backstretch. So we're still trying to get these guys in the correct lineups. Not sure why Garner is still over on the backstretch. Haven't heard. Oh, there he goes. He's rolling. Listen, I know I shouldn't be this way, but that car just looks funny with no door. Problem is, that 7G was such a beautiful looking car. I mean, it's still beautiful on the driver's side. Then you look at the passenger side, you're like, what happened? But we're going to do a Delaware double file restart, ladies and gentlemen. One to go from the starter's stand. We're going to shut the lights off. They're going to be green flag when we come out of turn number 4. Into 3, we're going to go coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is up and out and in the air. Tyler Knudsen going to try to hold on to that race lead that he's had all night long, but he's got the 84 at Dayton Newell. Now Ben Newell's going to be down there. Jake Carter's got his hands full with the Newells as they're going to go through 3 and 4. Oh, John Newell made a little bit of contact with Carter Jackson, but everybody's clean and clear. Oh no! Carter Jackson into the fence. Yellow, 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 yellow. Turn number 4. Green flag is back in the air. Here we go. Down the back stretch into 3, they're going to go. Tyler Knudsen still on the top shelf. Dayton Newell down to the bottom side. And they're going to come across the right. Tyler Knudsen trying to hold on. Dayton Newell trying to run him down. Jake Carter holds on to 3rd. And they're going to come out of turn 4. White flag. One more trip around. Down the back stretch. They're going to go for the final time through 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the checkered flag, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Dayton Newell, Jake Carter, 1, 2, and 3. Hey, Mama Melanie, are those pink muck boots you're wearing? Is that a yes? Oh, a little bit of celebration going on down there in turn 4. All right, race fans, you're going to have to make some noise for our second feature winner of the night for your POWRi Midwest Modifieds. Helmets off. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8K at Tyler Knudsen. Well, race fans, that's going to wrap up our second feature of the night. And I am excited for this next feature. So y'all are going to have to get loud and proud when we drop the green flag for this next feature. I mean, I need everybody going to have to be off your seat and on your feet because it's going to be a good one. What? Ronnie? Keith's looking at you. He's busy. 552? All right, then. Here we go, Young Gun Hornets. On the pole, going to be the 8 of Kyle Kraus, and his outside the 18K of Connor Reed. Row number 2 is going to be the 5C of Callie Martin, and to her outside the 25 of Rhett Edgar. Row number 3 is going to be the 66 of Max Dublin, and the 23 of Ryan Wolgamut. Row number 4 is going to be the 80 of Aiden Smith, and the 2M of Zoe Mooney. Row number 5, all by his lonesome, going to be the 18 of Clay Chancellor. All right, race fans, the lights are off. Everybody get up. Everybody up. We're going to get loud and proud when we drop the green flag for these young guns. Again, these drivers are from the ages of 12 to 17. Out here trying to tear it up on the dirt. They are the future of dirt track racing, so make some noise as they go through 3 and 4 to the green flag. Oh, Aiden Smith gets into Max Dublin, but we're clean and green. Is everybody going to make it through 1 and 2? Connor Reed going to be out front. Kyle Kraus going to be sitting there in second. Aiden Smith. Oh, Callie Martin and Zoe Mooney are in the infield. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Yellow, 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 yellow. Listen, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but how is it that the 2 girls in the field got together and wrecked? Uh-oh, Zoe Mooney looks like she's got trouble. Corbin, is it bad? I don't know, but he just took off running. That's the fastest I've ever seen Corbin move. Callie Martin going pit side. Zoe Mooney. See where she goes. She's going pit side. Both of our female drivers going pit side. Let's hope they can get it fixed and get back out here. I did see Corbin Mooney take off running. So hopefully Zoe's going to get it fixed and get back out here. Connor Reed, your race leader. Kyle Kraus, second. Aiden Smith, third. Rhett Edgar, fourth. Ryan Wolgamont, fifth. Max Dublin sits in that number 6 spot. And Clay Chancellor back there bringing up the rear. So single file restart, led in by the 18K of Connor Reed. Green flag is in the air. Here we go. The 25 of Rhett Edgar got on a good jump there. Him and Aiden Smith going to be trading paint through 1 and 2. As they're going to go down the back stretch, Connor Reed, your race leader. Oh, a lot of contact between Smith and Edgar. Oh, look out! Kyle Kraus loops it around. Everybody's going every direction, but guess what? We're clean, we're green. We're still racing. 18K of Connor Reed. Hey, see you, bye-bye. He gone like yesterday. Aiden Smith going to be sitting in second. Rhett Edgar third. Brian Wolgamont fourth. Or third. Not fourth, that's right, fourth. And then Clay Chancellor fifth. Aiden Smith holding on to second, but he's got the 25 of Edgar all over his back bumper. As they go down through 1 and 2. Oh, look at that. Edgar makes a move as Smith bobbled it. Now Smith has got 2 more cars right behind him. Here comes Zoe Mooney. She's back on the track. Oh, 3 wide back here in the mid-pack. Oh, man, this is a good little battle we got right here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Oh, a little bit of contact between Aiden Smith and Ryan Wolgamont as Clay Chancellor comes from worst up to 3rd. Uh-oh, I'm being told Aiden Smith has a flat right front. Yep, that right front is down. Connor Reed about to have some lap traffic as he is your race leader in that 18K. And yellow is out for the 80 of Aiden Smith as he has a right front flat. And debris. There's debris on the backstretch. Debris. Debris! We got debris! Ooh, race car. Another race car. Don't worry, they're different race cars. Aiden Smith taking a shortcut to get back to the pits. He's, yeah, that tire is not on there anymore. Hey, you can't get the victory lane like that. That's cheating. Not 100% sure what Aiden Smith is doing. He's just kind of hanging out down there in victory lane. Connor Reed, your race leader. Rhett Edgar second, Clay Chancellor third, Ryan Wolgamont fourth, and Max Dublin rounds out your top 5. They're going to go into 3 and 4 single file style. Green flag is going to be in the air. Oh, Max Dublin down to the bottom side of Clay Chancellor as they're going to be trading a little bit of paint back and forth for that number 3 spot. Now, oh, here comes the 8 of Kyle Kraus. He's coming back up. Trying to make a run up there. Clay Chancellor not going to back down for Max Dublin as he's going to take back his number 3 spot. The 18K of Connor Reed, he's out of here. The 25 of Rhett Edgar trying to run him down. Pretty much single file right now as they're going to come out of turn 4. Your race leader, the 18K of Connor Reed, going to get the white flag. One more trip around. For the final time, checkered flag for the 18K of Connor Reed. Rhett Edgar and Clay Chancellor, your top 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to make a lot of noise when this young man gets out of that car, because he is going to be your Young Gun feature winner. As he gets the safety equipment off. Oh, I see the helmet. Ladies and gentlemen, the 18K of Connor Reed. Oh, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some pure pandemonium. Your POWRi Pure Stocks. On the pole is going to be the 0 of James Reedus. Into his outside, the 174 of Derek Lampy. Row number 2 is going to be the 32 of Richard Adams. And the 19 of Trenton Houston. Row number 3 is going to be the 42 of Trevor Ellingson. And the 5B of Mason Beck. Row 4, you got the 21 Emma Peyton McDowell. And on his outside, the 5 of Justin McDowell. Row number 5 is going to be the 21 of Carson Groninger. And the 26 of Preston McDowell. Row 6 is going to be the 14 of Derek Davis. And the 78 of Orso Sterling. And row number 7 going to be the N42 of Chad Nivens. Here we go down the back stretch, 15 laps of distance. Pure stock pandemonium coming up. Out of turn number 4, green flag is going to be up and out and in the air. We're going to rock and roll down to 1 and 2. James Reedus out front, Derek Lampy right there beside him. Everybody's through clean and clear. 3 wide back here in the mid-pack. 3 wide up here for third between Adams, Houston, and Beck. It is all Derek Lampy right now. 3 wide again. Croniger and McDowell. Derek Lampy out front with that grocery getter. The wagon 174. James Reed is trying to run him down. Trenton Houston third. Mason Beck fourth. You got a battle for fifth between Peyton McDowell, Richard Adams. It's all Derek Lampy right now. Up into the number 5 spot, but now Carson Groniger is going to try to follow him. The pair of 21 is going to go bumper to bumper as Richard Adams sits there battling it out with both of them out of turn 4, the 174. Derek Lampy, your race leader. James Reed is hot on his heels. Trenton Houston's there as well. As it is a 3-car battle up front there, bumper to bumper, choo-choo train style. Come out of turn 4, it is still Derek Lampy, your race leader. Mason Beck is led up the 4th line. Behind Trenton Houston. James Reed is going to be right there in between the pair of blue cars. Yellow is out, yellow is out, yellow is out. I have no idea why. We got debris, we got debris. Not sure where the debris is. Oh, I see it. It's at the top of turn 1. Here we go. Delaware double file restart. Derek Lampy going to be out front. James Reed is going to go to the bottom side. Trenton Houston going to be up on the top shelf. Mason Beck down to the bottom. Peyton McDowell up on the top. That's your top 5, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going to go down the back stretch. Into 3, coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is going to be up and out in the air. Here we go, out of 4. Look at the battle. 5 cars going to go at it. 6, 7 if you count Groniger and Adams. Derek Lampy better use that grocery getter power to stomp on it, because he's got Trenton Houston coming. James Reed is Mason Beck, Peyton McDowell, Carson Groniger's all there. Cross sticks halfway home. Trenton Houston staying up on the top side of the speedway. Lampy changing it up, going down to the bottom side. He's going to slide it up the hill. Oh, a little bit of rubbing. Houston to the lead. Trenton Houston to the race lead. Lampy gave him an inch and he took it a mile. James Reed is going to try to follow him down the back street. Through 3 and 4, they're going to go. Coming out of turn 4, it is Trenton Houston. Derek Lampy, James Reedus. As Reedus and Lampy going to go bumping and banging down the front stretch. Mason Beck sits in 4th. Peyton McDowell 5th. top side. Reed is going to go down the bottom side. Going to slide it up the hill. Oh, contact! James Reedus, Derek Lampy made contact. Lampy went around. Beck had nowhere to go. And the yellow come out. The yellow came out. So it looks like the 5 of Mason Beck is about to lose his backside britches as he's going to pull over to the hot chute there at the top of turn 3. Oh, you stopped the wrong car. Hey, we got debris coming out of turn 4. Orange debris coming out of turn 4. Came off the Grusha the wagon. Watch it, and Reedus just drives right over the top of it. So does Carson. That's cool, guys. Yeah. Yeah, back bumper about to come off of Mason Beck's car, so they're going to go ahead and just yeet it right off of that car. So he just lost the backside of his britches. I bet that lets in a nice breeze. We got 11 down, 4 to go. Trenton Houston, your race leader. James Reedus second, Peyton McDowell third, Carson Groniger fourth, and Richard Adams a fifth. But pay attention to that 174 and that 5B of Mason Beck. It's about to get dicey. Down into 3 they're going to go. Trenton Houston leads them out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. Oh, Richard Adams, I'm not sure what happened there. Derek Lampy going to go to the right, go right back to the top side. He's held up by the 32 of Adams. Look at this. Peyton McDowell down on the bottom side of James Reedus trying to get it working. It is Trenton Houston, Peyton McDowell up to second now. As the battle for second is still underway between Reedus and McDowell. Now James Reed is going to take over the number 2 spot. spot. Trenton Houston trying to hold on to that number 1 spot. He's got 2 heavy hitters right there all over his back bumper. As we're going to go through 3 and 4. Carson Groniger holds on to the number 4 spot. White flag, 1 more trip around. Can Trenton Houston hold on to that race lead? Down into 3, they're going to go for the final time. Coming out of turn number 4 to the checker, the 19 of Trenton Houston. James Reedus, Peyton McDowell, your top 3. All right, race fans, it is time for another feature winner for your POWRi Pure Stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, the 19 of Trenton Houston. Oh, race fans, y'all having a good time? Okay, 2 people are having a good time. Awesome. What about you, Daniel? Having a good time? Mrs. Daniel, having a good time? Did she just do what I think she did? Oh, she gave me a thumbs up. Okay. I was about to say, I'm going to come down there and announce from your lap you give me that finger. We got 2 more features of the night. Track owner Clint Gann going to lay down some moisture. We're going to get ready for our POWRi B-Mod feature event. And then following it up, the POWRi Hornet is going to round out the night. So. All right, here we go. POWRi B-Mods on the pole is going to be the 5 of Robert White, and his outside the 16M of Brian Myers. Row number 2 is going to be the 30 of Rex Harris and the 44T of Casey Thomas. Row number 3 is going to be the 65 of Chris Jackson and the 2 of Eric Graves. Row 4, you got the 68 of Donnie Betts and the 96X of Jeff Hopper. Row 5 is going to be the 77 of Jeremy Hazel and the 19R of Cody Stillwell. Row 6, the 14C of Cody Crabtree and the 49 of Mason Rodden. All right, we got them stacked up, bumper to bumper, door to door, 15 laps the distance. 1 to go from the starter's stand. And we are going to turn these fire-breathing dragons loose here at the mighty Midway. Robert White, Brian Myers on that front row. Rex Harris, Casey Thomas, row number 2. Chris Jackson, Eric Graves, row 3. That's your top 6 as they go down into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, green flags up and out and in the air. Down into 1 and 2, we are going to go. Everybody's going to make it through clean and clear. As Robert White going to be your race leader. Brian Myers going to follow. Rex Harris holds on to 3rd. Casey Thomas 4th. Oh my. Myers almost had a good run on that lead. Now you got Chris Jackson up there in the top 5. Eric Graves going to be there as well. Jackson down on the bottom side. Oh, the 19R of Cody Stillwell kind of off the power, but he's going to get rocking and rolling again. Chris Jackson now up into the number 4 spot. Uh-oh. Crabtree up in smoke. Can he make it to the infield? He does. Out of turn 4, it is Brian Myers, your race leader. Robert White, Casey Thomas, Chris Jackson, Eric Graves, your top 5. Rex Harris kind of shuffled on back there into 6th in front of the 96X. Jeff Hopper. Jackson down to the bottom side of Thomas. They're going to duke it out door to door. Oh, Eric Graves into the back of Thomas. They're going to stay rolling clean and clear. Your top 3 starting to pull away from the rest of the field. The Batman, Brian Myers, holding on to that race lead, but here comes the 65 of Chris Jackson. Cody Stillwell around at the bottom of turn 1 and 2. Yellow, 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 yellow. Lights are off. Brian Myers going to lead them on down the back stretch in the Delaware double file restart. 6 laps down, 7 to go. Or no, wait, more than 7. I'm sorry. My math ain't mathing right now. Brian Myers going to lead them on down the back stretch. Chris Jackson's going to be there. Robert White's there. Casey Thomas 4th. Jackson making the move out of turn 4. You got a new race leader, the 65 of Chris Jackson. And Jackson says, see you, bye-bye, boys. Brian Myers going to hold on to 2nd. Robert White 3rd. Casey Thomas 4th. Eric Graves going to sit in that number 5 spot. As we got the halfway sticks halfway home. Top 5 kind of single file as Rex Harris and Jeff Hopper are going to duke it out for that number 6 spot. Casey Thomas putting the pressure on the bottom side of Robert White. Eric Graves going to be sitting there as well. Chris Jackson down on the bottom side, catfishing. Oh, Eric Graves gets up a little too high, but he's going to stay clean and clear. it is all Chris Jackson right now. Brian Myers sits in second. They're going to come out of turn number 4, which will race leader. The battle for third is underway between Robert White, Eric Graves up on the top shelf, Casey Thomas down on the bottom side. 3-car battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Now you got Hopper trying to get up in there, making a 4-car battle. Harris is there. Out of turn 4, Chris Jackson going to see 2 more trips around. Eric Graves almost up into that top 3, but he's got to get around a hard charging Robert White. As your race leader, Chris Jackson, comes out of turn 4. Going to see the doctor's jacket, final trip around. Brian Myers second. Eric Graves up into the number 3 spot. Down the back stretch for the final time goes your race leader. Coming out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag, the 65 of Chris Jackson. Brian Myers, Eric Graves, 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know what's going on over there at the top of turn 2. It looks like Mason Rodden, but I'm not 100% sure what happened. I'll be honest, I was watching the race leader come out of 4. Gonna have to make some noise. We're gonna crown another victor here tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, make some noise as he gets his safety equipment off and climbs out of the car, the 65 of Chris Jackson. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we got one final feature of the night. Going to be your POWRi Hornets. We got 7 Hornets checked in. Could have been 8 Hornets, but Daniel Barton didn't bring his car with him. Scaredy cat. But it's okay. We'll take the 7 that we got. So Midway Speedway safety crew down there are going to give the 14C of Cody Crabtree a hand back to his pits. Chris Jackson's going to pull on back there. We're going to roll out our final feature of the night. Here we go. On the pole for your POWRi Hornet feature, going to be the 2 of Justin Day into his outside, the 2M of Corbin Mooney. Row number 2 is going to be the 80 of Jim Cook and the 63W of David Kirkpatrick. Row 3 is going to be the 6 of Dustin Reeves and the 18 of Dustin Aiken. And unable to make the call, the 3M of Bobby Mooney. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag is going to be in the air as we're going to hustle on down to 1 and 2. Justin Day off to a great start, but he's got Corbin Mooney. Oh, Dustin Aiken got around. Dustin Reeves collided with him. We're going to stay rolling. Yellow, 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 yellow. Debris, 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 debris. So right now it is Justin Day out front, Corbin Mooney second, David Kirkpatrick, Jim Cook, Dustin Reeves, Dustin Aiken. Delaware double file restart, Justin Day out front. Kirkpatrick, Mooney, row number 2. Cook and Reeves, row 3. Dustin Aiken bringing up the rear. Green flag is back in the air. Dustin Reeves all over the back bumper of Corbin Mooney as he's pretty much pushing him down the back stretch into 3, while Justin Day, he's going to click in, clock out, and say, see ya, bye-bye. Mooney going to go up to the top shelf. Dustin Reeves down to the bottom side. Kirkpatrick's down there as well. 3-car battle for second, third, and fourth as the man with the plan out front is the 2 of Justin Day. Dustin Reeves down and around the bottom side of Corbin Mooney into the second spot. Now here comes David Kirkpatrick down on the bottom side trying to get around the 2M of Corbin Mooney. I'll tell you what, that 2M car has been through a lot tonight. It was ran in the Young Gun Hornet class, had a little trouble. They got it fixed and got it back out here. And now Corbin's jumping in it to run it in the actual Hornet race. And he's doing a pretty good job as he's going to battle with the 63W of David Kirkpatrick for third and fourth. Dustin Reeves sits in second. And your race leader coming out of turn number 4 is going to be the 2 of Justin Day. Laps ticking down here in the final feature of the night. Your POWRi Hornets as Justin Day has got a commanding lead over the 6 of Dustin Reeves. Cross sticks halfway home. Dustin Reeves sits in second. David Kirkpatrick, Corbin Mooney, Jim Cook, your top 5, and then Dustin Aiken going to be right there in that number 6 spot. It is all the Tim Day all the Justin Day show. As Justin down on the bottom side in the hatchback, the 2 going to cross the stripe with another lap led. Day, your race leader, Reeves and Kirkpatrick, that's your top 3, as there is a lot of separation between all of the cars as laps tick down. As your race leader, the 2 of Justin Day going to cross the stripe. You're going to see 2 more trips around. Down the back stretch, he's going to go into 3. Coming out of turn 4, white flag. 1 more trip around for the 2 of Justin Day. Dustin Reeves sits in second. David Kirkpatrick at number 3 spot. As your race leader, going to go down the back stretch for the final time this evening. Into 3, coming out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag, the 2 of Justin Day. Dustin Reeves, second, and David Kirkpatrick, third. All right, time to crown our final feature winner of the night. Hi. I don't know who that was. So he's going to get his safety equipment off, and he's going to make his way out of the car. You're going to have to make some noise for the final feature winner of the night in the POWRi Hornets. Ladies and gentlemen, the window net is down. Give it up for your feature winner, the 2 of Justin Day. And race fans, with that, our night has come to an end. Everybody, please be safe going home. Be safe in your travels this week. Make sure to come back out next Friday night for the Les Hayes Memorial. We will be here. We're ready to go. We're excited. Y'all have a good night, good weekend, and stay safe.